So I went ahead and have been testing the iPhone 16e for a little bit of time now. It's been almost like, a week and a half or 2 weeks since this phone has came out. And here's the thing with this particular iPhone, right? I've been, a fan of this particular iPhone, the thought process behind this iPhone as well. But I genuinely do think that the iPhone 16e, it's not really a good phone. And what I mean by that is, by itself, it's a working phone. It's good enough. It gets the job done. There's not really too many things to kind of hate on it for the most part. But when I take a look at something like an iPhone 16e, after comparing it against all the previous phones that I've compared it to, and kind of comparing it against some of the other devices too, like, an iPhone 16 Pro, 15 Pro, 14 Pro, 13 Pro, so on and so forth, I come to the one conclusion over and over again, which is basically the iPhone 16e is kind of an overpriced phone for what you're getting. I think in almost every single way I can kind of think about this particular iPhone, right? The iPhone 16e, it just really isn't doing that good of a job when it comes down to that price tag standpoint. And that's just kind of what I keep thinking about when I'm going through and using this type of device. Now, that's not to say that the iPhone 16e is a bad phone. I just don't think it's a good phone. Number one, the biggest thing and the thing I was most happy about what Apple stated on their website was that the iPhone 16e was going to be giving you a crazy better battery life than the other iPhones. And for the other 6.1 inch iPhones, it was only just marginally better than the iPhone 16. I thought it was going to last a couple more hours based on what Apple's test was telling us. But I guess that's not quite the case. When it comes down to these two iPhones, even a 16e and a 16, you're probably going to be getting better battery life on the 16e, but it's really not going to be this, blowout. Like on Apple's website, it says it's a 4-hour video playback difference. I was not getting that from my test, from the test that I was doing, which is like a Temple Run 2 game with a flashlight on. It's it lasts an extra 20, 30 minutes, 24 minutes, not that much longer. And the missing of things like the extra camera and the MagSafe capability and the notch up top, and the lack of even colors. It just seems like this is a very weird phone to go ahead and buy, and I don't think it's a good phone for the price. With that being said, I think it would make a lot more sense, and I keep beating on this, but I think it makes a lot more sense to buy something like an iPhone 15 Pro. If you don't want to buy an iPhone 15 Pro, I think you could even make the case that an iPhone 14 Pro could also be a better device in some ways as well. So I do think if you are going to go through and pick up a phone, that situation probably makes more sense for me to kind of recommend to people rather than buying an iPhone 16e. So in my opinion, that's kind of how I see this phone kind of holding up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.